Oh, man, we got a lot of stories this week.
Fuck yeah. Like you said, the internet don't take no fucking break.
I know, yeah. It just fucking keeps going overtime.
Neither are we. It's Sunday Fun Day, people.
That's right.
We almost tried this a couple times.
Almost tried it a couple times. Didn't quite try it a couple times.
Then we didn't quite try it because I've been sick lately.
Yeah, and you don't get sick
know.
as a rule.
As a rule, I shouldn't get
rule.
sick. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
But when you do, you get, you make up for all them times when you didn't.
I think the wife's trying to kill me.
You think so? Yeah, it started off with food poisoning, huh?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Well, she makes best pancakes in the world. So I had some one day. And that evening or that afternoon or later that day, I got fucking deathly ill.
That would have been Thursday, the day.
That was the first time.
Oh, the first time.
When I had that cold, too. That was the first time.
Oh, no, first. Yeah, that was.
And then we had pancakes again the other day. I got fucking sick as shit again.
Huh. Maybe I hope you're not developing a food allergy.
And then last night I got home from Christmas at the in-laws and I was sick again. I didn't get pukey sick, but I was, stinky fart sick.
He probably just had like stomach flu the whole time and is just now getting over it. The executive producer's hollering at us or something he don't like.
Get to work.
Yeah, lazy
we got the wife coming down to take care of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a little bug down here. He was helping me set up for the podcast.
Yep.
He's telling me what to do since the president is upstairs sleeping. She thinks she gets to take a nap whenever the fuck she wants.
Well, she delegates the authority to the executive producer, That's.
And he was down here just flapping his gums.
Well, yeah, he's trying to produce. So
once out of the womb, they want to control the world.
Have we done a podcast since the child was born?
No.
Congratulations, Shanty Pants.
Daddy Pants.
Daddy Pants.
Once again,
into the breach we go.
And I want to thank Matt. Well, he didn't send me this one. I had to order this, but Fumble Penis dropping the R bomb. Everybody get out to Teespring and look up Fumble Penis for their own shirt. Good stuff. And while you're there, why don't you look up our shit too, because we're trying to sell some shit.
Might as well, right?
You know what? I think I'm just going to buy one of everything and then shut that fucking store down. Fuck it.
It doesn't cost anything only costs people something if they buy it. It's not like we're paying to keep the doors open.
No, we have no employees.
Yeah. So fuck
the guys at Gig work for free.
We own a little corner of the internet, as long as they stay in business.
Couple corners,
yeah.
We got our
little half a corner.
Yeah, if you want to check out our half a corner, it's happyhournewsteam.com.
That's right.
And emails out there, too, somewhere.
We got a phone number, but I'm tired of fucking saying what it is.
I'm tired of listening to it.
All the trouble of memorizing that son of a bitch. 701-690-0029. So
I might as well put it on the fucking screen, too,
might as
huh?
well.
Yeah, we're back in YouTube land. We didn't get a video last week because, wife was about to calve.
Yeah, you're going to have to start planning that for better weather, Do like them farmers get that insemination done at the right time. That way, at least you got some warm weather when it's time to go.
Let me see. There's 12 months in a year.
Yeah, there was this year.
Oh, wait, we're done with that shit.
Okay.
I'm done.
You're done?
I'm fucking done.
I'm done.
Now, here's somebody who fucking should have been swallowed. Florida woman arrested on poisoning her boyfriend because he wouldn't shut up. I think that's my wife. I think she's poisoning me.
No, because,
Well, a woman in Florida was arrested and charged for allegedly poisoning her partner of 9 years, according to a police report from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Elvis Parrish, 54, is accused of giving her boyfriend a drink spiked with... What the fuck is that? Quidipine?
Spiked with...
Quidipine tablets?
Quidipine tablets, yeah.
What the fuck are those?
Quetiapine tablets. To
The report shows deputies found a bottle of lemonade with powdery substance at the bottom. Maybe she just didn't stir the lemonade hard enough. Authorities say Parrish was sitting on the front porch when they arrived, screaming at the responding officers. Parrish told officers she did it because he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Sheriff's office told the media outlets she went on to say, I gave him just enough to shut him up and called y'all so he wouldn't die. Do whatever you want, but if you don't take me, I will kill him.
Take me or I'm going to kill him.
Deputy said the man was extremely lethargic when they got to the house and was unaware of why he was feeling so tired. The man initially declined medical attention, but was later taken to the hospital when deputies found him on the floor saying he didn't feel well. According to the MedlinePlus.gov, overdose symptoms of this fucking drug.
Schizophrenia medicine.
Tablets include drowsiness, dizziness, fainting, and fast heart rate.
Yeah.
Parrish was charged with poisoning food or water with the intent to kill or injure a person. No bond has been set.
In older people, it increases the risk of death. So she did her homework.
I wonder if this was her meds. Fucking psycho.
She looks a little rough, doesn't she?
We could show this picture here. Right there, this lady here, she looks like she might have had a stroke.
A little bit like Leatherface.
Yeah, look at her left side.
Yeah.
Kind of droopy.
Either that or she's biting her cheek.
Droopy dog. So what do you think the weirdest thing that's ever been stolen?
It's ever been stolen?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've heard of some body parts.
Well, from the morgue. I suppose people steal body parts.
Oh, yeah, steal body parts.
They get a little action.
They steal, like, bodily fluids, like sperm and shit like that.
How about a 58-foot bridge?
Oh, yeah, huh? How do you fucking steal a 58-foot bridge?
What the prices of lumber, you know? Fuck.
Well, it's a steel bridge.
Oh, it was steel.
Yeah.
Well, prices of steel ain't so fucking cheap either.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
So what happened?
I got to find the story.
You're on it. Well, you were on it.
This one?
Akron, Ohio.
No, that's
Akron police have investigated a theft of all kinds of valuables over the years, but the first time in anyone's memory, detectives are trying to find out who stole a fucking bridge. At one time, the pedestrian bridge was along the little Cuyahoga River in Middlebury, which sits in the shadow of Goodyear World headquarters on Akron's east side. This is like a walking bridge.
Yeah, it is. It's a walking bridge. They took it down to, for I can't remember the reason, but they set it off to the side because they had plans on using it later. Then somebody came and fucking took it.
Well, the city of Akron hoped to repurpose the $40,000 bridge. Police were notified when the bridge had been stolen. Hey, we put this bridge over here, and it ain't over here anymore. What the hell are you doing?
Well, I can't find the fucking story.
There are tricks. There are tricks in the field that tracks. There are tracks. Tricks. Fuck, man, I can't freaking read. Tracks in the field that show where the thieves drove their truck or trucks. Investigators say that they are not sure what the crooks plan to do with the bridge. Well, they're going to probably tie two pieces of land together, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you know. So if you know anybody that's looking for a footbridge, get in touch with these guys.
Or if you know anybody that has a brand new footbridge, get a hold of the law.
Yeah.
It could be used for a variety of different things, to include as simple as landscaping, or they could use it for some other engineering project, some other large-scale project. Investigators described the bridge as a large Lego or erector set that would be relatively easy to take apart. I wonder how many fucking trips it took them.
I don't know. I mean...
Well, the bridge is almost all polymer.
Well, you know, on the lead into this, there was a picture, a thumbnail, but on the actual page, I didn't see any pictures of it.
Detectives say the theft was done in phases, beginning November. Well, that means that nobody went back to fucking check on the goddamn bridge. They moved it to the side and just left it there.
Or but if they know it was done in phases, then they'd come back and they say, oh, somebody got that part of the bridge. And then you come back 2 weeks later, they got that part of the bridge.
So they started November 3rd, and then by November 11th, so it took about a week.
8 days, yeah. A Beatles week.
Authorities have concluded the bridge has little recycling value, so their best guess is that the suspects are looking for someone in the market for a complete pedestrian bridge, or components of a bridge. Well, that shouldn't be too fucking hard to find then.
Well, I mean, the thing is, they say it doesn't have any recycle value.
Well, polymer is fucking plastic. That's that fucking fake deck shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It ain't steel. The nuts and bolts are steel.
Well, maybe these guys are planning on building them a really awesome deck.
Someone in the viewing area has access to some information that we need, and this is the whodunit where we really need the community's help because our detectives are too fucking lazy.
Yep.
Let's ask the community to solve this one for us.
You know, the cops are always saying they need the community's help. Well, next time I'm painting my fucking house or something, I'm going to call up the cops and ask them if they can send a couple of fucking officers over because their community really needs some help.
Well,
yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I was riding doubles on a bike with the guy to go to school, you know, standing on the pegs. We got stopped by the cops.
Oh, yeah.
They said, that's illegal. Oh, okay. Why? Well, pegs are for tricks, I guess, and tricks are for kids.
Right.
But he held us for a good half hour getting our information. So now we were both late for school. I said, well, can you give me a ride to school now since you made me late? And he's got his bike. You know what he told me?
No.
We're not a taxi service.
We're not a taxi service, yeah. You know, when I was a kid, we got pulled over for riding on the sidewalk. And, of course, you know, I thought, big fucking deal, you know.
We were on the sidewalk, too.
And there was like 4 of us, and there was one kid, he just started bawling and crying. Oh, my God, I'm going to get killed. And he got, like, beat when he got home. Just because he had any interaction with the cops at all. Yeah.
Yeah, fucked up world we live in.
But yeah, he rode.
But they don't want you riding on the sidewalk, right? Which is a lot safer than riding in the goddamn road.
Well, yeah. I mean, and the thing is it depends where you live. Some communities, they prefer you to ride on the sidewalk, and some communities, they prefer you to ride on the street.
Some communities have an actual bike lane.
Yeah. Like
we have here that you can only use fucking 2 months out of the year.
Right.
Makes no goddamn sense.
You know, and you can't walk on the interstate, but you can ride a bike on the interstate.
Which is dangerous as fuck.
Is more dangerous because you always got your back to the fucking traffic.
I thought you were supposed to ride into traffic.
No.
So they see you and you see them.
You're supposed to walk against traffic so you can see the cars coming.
What the fuck's the difference of riding?
I don't know, but do you remember that first time that all them Canadians came through on that coast-to-coast ride or whatever it was?
I was on that call.
Yeah, and they had a big workup in the paper about, you know, where you could ride your bike and where you couldn't. And then for years and years, you couldn't ride a bicycle on the interstate. And then I think it was when Clinton was president, they come up with this law that says, well, yeah, you know, can't discriminate against bicycle riders, so we got to open up the interstates to them as long as they stay over on the margin, on the shoulder, you know. But still can't walk. And when you're walking, you're at a pace where you can look around over your shoulder. And
well, I look at it this way. You know, we got Highway 10 out here that runs, you know, east to west.
Right.
So there's a certain time of the year, and you're driving on Highway 10, that fucking sun is right in your eyes.
Oh, yeah. And there's very little margin there for
a bike.
For a bike, yeah.
So wouldn't it make sense for the bikes to be able to ride against traffic? So if they see this fucking car coming, they can hit the ditch instead of fucking getting rear-ended by a fucking car?
Well, then they can't give them fucking tickets.
Oh, it's all about the tickets.
Yeah.
That's right, because we have a business or a profit-driven police society.
System, yeah.
That's right. Fuck, man. What the fuck am I thinking?
Come on, Jim.
I can't make this much sense. Now we actually got a real Florida man. Florida man used flamethrower to settle parking dispute, police say. Gainesville, Florida. Florida man angry over his neighbor's parking habits sprayed fire from a commercial flamethrower toward a car with 3 teenagers inside.
Jesus.
No one was hurt. They must have rolled up the windows.
Well, those are propane flamethrowers, so it isn't like he was spewing
napalm.
Yeah, napalm over.
Andre Abrams, 57 of Gainesville, is facing 3 counts of felony aggravated assault with a deadly weapon with intending to kill. Ooh. Posted a $15,000 bond last week and is awaiting his decision whether prosecutors will formally file criminal charges. Mother of one of the teens, Ashley Gainey, said Abrams frequently sprayed the flamethrower to scare off guests at her home. Oh, so it's a girl. Gaines' daughter, Natalia Baker, 16, fled the car with her friends as Abrams continued to spray flames. It was probably just a weed burner if it was propane.
Well, when he shoots it, it says here when he shoots it, so it was a man. He must be shooting it over at her house. It says Abrams frequently sprayed the flamethrower to scare off guests at her home. So he's the neighbor. And when there's people over at his neighbor's house, he fucking throws a flamethrower at them.
You'll do it in the middle of the night, which lights up the fucking sky like it's day. Arrest report, police identified the weapon in the November 30th incident as XM42 light flamethrower. Look that shit up. Let's get a picture of it.
42 light flamethrower.
Well, shoots flames up to 20 feet. That ain't that far. And is manufactured by X Products in Vancouver, Washington. Sells for about $900 online. You can buy one of these fuckers.
Let's get one.
Maybe we should get the fucking Amazon link up. You probably wondered if you can own a flamethrower, and guess what? You can. Well, dude, we just had that guy in Fargo, I think, 2 years ago that got busted for thawing the fucking snow.
Yes,
with a flamethrower.
Ooh, it's a bad looking Oscar.
Look at this fucking thing.
Geez.
Holy shit.
It's got a freaking bad face painted on it and everything.
And it's red.
It is red. Oh, and it is like kerosene or gasoline or something.
The company also sells T-shirts identifying the wearer as Little Terrorist.
Yeah.
Requires buyers to accept a liability waiver and affirm that they will never convict a felony, domestic abuse, or arson. Well, what else are you going to use a flamethrower for? Just hang it on your fucking wall?
Well, I think it's, meant for doing like weeds and ditches and shit like that.
Wouldn't that be considered arson?
Well, no, I mean, because like
starting shit on fire is called arson, right?
Well, I remember growing up, they would
dude, that was 80 years ago.
Fuck you. They would have these big long flamethrowers with a long pipe, and it'd be propane powered, and you would see them going down in these ditch banks.
That's a weed burner.
Yeah, but it's throwing big freaking dragging freaking spitting flames,
Not no 20 feet.
10, 15.
No, because we had one at work. They only go out about maybe.
No, this was a big one that mounted in the back of a truck that had like a 14-foot barrel on it. And the truck would sit up on the road, and then they would swing the barrel of that frickin' flamethrower down in the ditch. And it was a big old fucking fire.
I left my whiskey upstairs.
It wasn't like a little thing that you go out and burn the weeds off your driveway with.
So let's get one. How much are these? $900?
$900.
All right, order it up, Sanchez.
Yeah, you got it right away. Aye, Captain.
You probably want. Yeah, we read that. It says the devices are legal to buy and own in every state except Maryland and California, so we're good. The company, which also sells T-shirts, Little Terrorist, requires buyers to, sign their life away. That wasn't clear if they seized it. I'm sure they fucking did. Yeah, terrorizing a fucking family with a flamethrower.
Well, you could probably, you're a welder guy. You could fucking make one. I'm sure you could.
I wouldn't want to.
You'd have people lined up at your door. Can you make me one?
Yeah. So now we got poor gal. Arkansas restaurant owners comment on server fired after a $4,400 tip.
Yeah, this is confusing as hell. I read this whole thing like 3 times.
All right, you tell the story then.
Well, it's the owner of this oven and tap restaurant where a $4,400 tip was followed by a server's firing want to explain their side of the story. We did not know walking into the experience how much money and what this generous act really looked like, Molly Mullis, co-owner of the restaurant, said Saturday. On December 3, tears of joy ran down Ryan Brandt's face after she and another server received the huge tip to split. The two waited on a group of 30 plus that goes by the name the $100 Club because everybody tips $100 at the end of the meal.
I wonder if it was cash.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Taxation is theft.
Okay, well, this is a real long article. So what I gathered from it was this restaurant has a policy that
the servers don't get shit.
Well, no,
they don't get the majority because it got split with the bartender,
right,
the manager's wife, their dog.
Not the manager, the cook.
The cook.
The bus people. I mean, the thing is it takes all
valet.
It takes all of those people to get that food.
What if they didn't order any drinks from the bar?
Well, the thing is, they weren't going to leave the tip if it was going to be a pool tip. See, tip pooling.
Yeah.
And the restaurant that I worked in here in town, we did not pool tips unless it was a big, like a Mother's Day thing or something like that. And, a lot of people think, well, it's waitresses, they need to get them tips. Well, yeah, that's great. But a lot of times the waitress ends up making more money in the restaurant than anybody else, and it does. It takes it's just as hard for them cooks and them dishwashers to work through their day as it is for them waitresses to haul that food to the table. Now, that's the face of the restaurant, the people who are bringing you the food. But if the food tastes like shit, the waitress doesn't get the tip, right?
Right.
So, and if the place is a fucking dump, the tables are all dirty and the bus people and the dishwashers aren't doing their job, the waitress doesn't get a tip, right?
Right.
So, if everything's cool and the waitress gets a big fat fucking tip, what's wrong with spreading that fucking shit around? Because it is part of the cook staff, the cleaning staff, the support staff of whatever it is that got that fucking waitress them tips.
Okay.
And it also, and this is just me talking, coming from restaurant world, if it was an old woman with scraggly old fucking tits and a big old fat ass, I bet she wouldn't have got that fat fucking tip.
Well, here's the thing. I was told that I was going to be giving my cash over to the shift manager, and I would be taking home 20%.
Right.
That's it.
If that's the policy of the restaurant, that's the policy of the restaurant. So she took it all. She was supposed to, the tip was left for her to split with her partner.
Okay.
She took it all. I don't feel bad for her a fucking bit.
I say if you get the money, that's your money. If they want to tip the cook, they can tip the cook. It's like dancers at a titty club. They don't have to tip the fucking DJ. They don't have to tip the doorman, but they do.
You know why?
Because they're the ones bringing them money.
And because if they don't, then they ain't going to make shit.
Well, I'm just saying, if they tip cash and someone says, hey, here's $4,400, put it in your fucking pocket.
Okay, let's do it this way. Okay.
What if, like you said, the bartender gets some? What if they didn't even fucking order drinks? Why does the bartender get any?
Because it's company policy.
Well, I'm just saying,
if it's bartender
didn't fucking earn it,
she works for the company, then she has to follow company policy.
That's bullshit.
And then if she doesn't, she gets fired.
Well,
it's called capitalism, and that's the way America works.
Oh, fuck capitalism. Here's an ad from Raytheon.
You wouldn't like the other kinds. Because the other kinds involves you working and other people not, and them still getting paid.
What's this side article?
Uh-oh.
I found a side article. Amazon drivers to get back $60 million in alleged withheld tips. The FTC said is sending nearly $60 million to $140,000 Amazon drivers who allegedly had their tips illegally taken by Amazon. Earlier this year, the FTC, that's the Federal Trade Commission, sued Amazon, alleging that the online retailer failed to fully pay tips that drivers in the Amazon Flex program had earned. I didn't even know Amazon had I knew they had drivers because we saw that fucking lady get out of the back of a van.
Right.
And I suppose
in big cities, they'll hire just about anybody.
I'd probably say keep the tip.
Yeah.
But they have, and then I guess you can tip them, I guess, huh?
Well, yeah, you can tip anybody you want, but if you're putting it on your card, then it goes to Amazon first.
The complaint alleged that Amazon secretly pocketed the tips between 2016 and 2019, despite saying 100% of the tips will go directly to the drivers. Well, why? They're just delivering. They didn't sell the product.
No.
They didn't host the site. Amazon agreed to settle the case and surrender all the money it is accused of withholding.
That's a whole different deal, though. And I'll tell you how it's a whole different deal.
Capitalism.
No, it's a whole different deal because Amazon said they would give them the tips and then didn't. The waitress, she was told before she ever got the tip that she had to give 20% of all her tips to the management.
I think that's a bunch of shit.
Or that she got to keep 20%. All she had to do is say, "I don't want to work here. I don't buy that. I don't want to work for that." That's all she had to do is say that. I'm not doing it.
So you say Eric Clapton's a piece of shit, huh?
Yeah, he's a fucking dirtbag.
Why is
Still a great
that?
guitar player. Well, sued this gal for selling a bootleg CD on eBay or some fucking place like that for $11. Sued her in court.
Yeah.
For selling selling or bootlegging, pirating.
What does it usually say on your concert ticket?
I don't
No
know.
camera or audio recording devices.
Yeah, right? She didn't record it. Her husband bought the CD fucking 20 years ago. She sold it on eBay.
And possession's 9/10 of the crime.
No, she sold.
She had it.
Yeah.
She sold it.
Yeah.
An illegal copy.
Right.
Okay.
So he needs more fucking money. The thing is, he didn't even get money out of it.
You just
That isn't the worst. The worst of it is all this fucking racial shit he's been saying lately about they should kick all the black people out of England because they're worthless and no good.
Where do you say this at?
He's been saying it for like the last 10 years.
Oh. You just said lately.
Yeah, lately, the last 10 years.
That ain't lately. It's a fucking decade ago.
For the last 10, not 10 years ago, for the last 10 years. When just a couple of years ago when they were going through the Brexit thing, do you remember that?
Kinda.
Yeah, well, they were trying to get out of the European Union. He went on a major frickin' tirade talking about you need to get all the foreigners out of England, and anybody that isn't English or American is a worthless piece of shit. You know, he made his fucking money off the backs of black people, black artists and blues musicians. He's just getting old, and people get old, they get crusty. He's probably lonely.
Tell me about Sanchez, how the old people get old and crusty.
Old and crusty. Arr, get off my lawn, you piece of shit.
One more story before a break. How do we end this segment?
I don't know. How about Florida?
Again?
Yeah. Florida Homeowners Association in hot water after drugged geese drown.
What the fuck?
Yeah, these in Miramar, Florida. 10 geese drowned in a South Florida lake after a homeowners association attempted to trap, sedate, and euthanize them went horribly awry, resulting in facing a likely fine. Silver Lakes Homeowners Association Miramar hired a company, Pest Wildlife Pro, to remove 25 geese because some residents in the suburban Fort Lauderdale neighborhood found them to be loud pooping machines.
Geese shit is bad.
Oh yeah, well, have you ever heard the term goes through goes through them like shit through a goose?
It's kind of like drinking Crown Royal and Red Bull. They call it a shit thinner. You shit through a screen door.
The company owner said he fed the geese bread laced with sedatives Tuesday, but a loud car spooked the drugged birds and they flew off. 10 fell in the lake and drowned.
Or it's like feeding pigeons Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah, they blow up. While he found the other 15 and euthanized them off-site. So that's the thing about geese is once they come to you, they'll always come back.
Yeah. If you feed them. And they're mean.
Oh,
they're mean sons of
yeah.
bitches. There was a pond way back when I was a kid in Minneapolis. I went and stayed with my aunt. And I would sneak, a couple pieces of bread out of the bag and go to the pond and feed the ducks.
Right.
Geese didn't like that.
No.
They came and kicked the duck's ass, and I'd have to feed them. And I'd have to actually walk backwards and throw bread because as soon as I was out of bread, they kept coming towards me. They wanted more fucking bread.
There's
scared the shit out of me.
Park right in the middle of Loveland, Colorado. There's Lake Loveland. It sits right in the middle of town, right? And there's the lake that has a park around it, and then there's 2 little parks connected to that going up to the north. And there's like apartment buildings and old people's homes and stuff around there. It's a real pretty little place, and there's a high school. During the season when the geese are migrating, if you pull into the parking lot there, you can't get out of your car because the geese will fucking gang up on you. I've gotten phone calls from people saying, Sean, come help me. The geese won't let me out of my car.
What the fuck are you supposed to do about it?
I got to come down there and take these old women. I got to come down there and get the geese out of the way.
You got to flop your hands.
Yep, got to go.
You got to act like a fucking goose.
Grab a broom or something because you're right. They're mean and they got like a whole mouthful of sharp, jagged teeth.
It's like
backwards.
Yeah, and it hurts when they bite.
Oh yeah, and they're huge. They're fucking big.
So I want to thank everybody tuning into our YouTube special tonight. Well, I say fucking special. I always call it special. Our shit ain't special.
Ain't nothing special about us.
You can find us wherever you want to look for us. Stay tuned for part 2.
Bye.